Good morning, children. Today we are going to see the question and answers for our lesson number 5, formulas and functions. Okay. The first question is, what is a formula? Okay. A formula is an expression. Okay. Next, it should always begin with an equal to sign. And then it should include all the cell addresses, numbers, arithmetic operators and parentheses. Okay, the calculations can be addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So, what is a formula? A formula is an expression. It must always begin with an equal to sign. And then it should include the cell addresses, the numbers, arithmetic operators along with the parentheses. And then these formulas are used to perform calculations. And what are the calculations? Like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay. Now coming to the second question. What are the types of formulas? There are two types of formulas, and they are the basic formula and the compound formula. The two types of formulas are basic formula and the compound formula. Third question, what is a basic formula? If only one operator is involved, okay, only one operator is involved, it is known as the basic formula. Say in the B11 cell, okay, we need to write the sum of the cells from B4 to B9. That means my formula will be looking like equal to sign B4 plus B5 plus B6 plus B7 plus B8 plus B9. And then all this addition, that is the values in these cells will be added and the final output will be shown in the B11 cell. Okay, here look at the operator. I am going to use only the plus operator. That is why this is a basic formula. I am using only one operator, which is the plus operator. Okay, so this comes under the category of basic formula. So what is the basic formula? If only one operator is involved in the whole formula, then it is called as basic formula. Given the example is like in B11 cell, I am going to find the sum of the values of B4 to B9. So I am going to use the formula like this, and here only one operator, which is the plus sign, is involved. Now coming to the what is a compound formula. If more than one operator is involved, it is known as compound formula. In the same B11 cell, if I want to find the simple interest, okay, say principal into rate of interest into the time span. So that will be P into R into T. Then there will be a division by 100. So all these things will take care as compound formula because more than one operator is involved. Here two operators, one operator is a multiplication and the other operator is the division. Okay, so that's backslash is used for division. So the asterisk symbol is used for multiplication. So for multiplication symbol and the division symbol are used. So in this case both of them are involved. So we are going to call this formula as compound formula. Okay. Now coming to the fifth question. What is a text formula? Text formula means we are going to add the character or a string. Okay, character or a string. Say we are going to add or we are going to just append. Append means going to place the next word behind the first word. Okay, like our school name, like JM Foundation. The first string is JM and the second string is foundation. I have to place foundation behind the JM. In that case, I can use this formula called text formula. In my example, I am given my computer. Okay, here I am going to use the ampersand symbol. I am not going to use the plus symbol. ampersand symbol is used for string addition or character addition. Okay, and only addition is allowed. We are not going to do anything more than addition. So we are going to just add. So here in A1 cell I have my, and in B1 cell I have computer. Now in the C1 I will be entering the formula as equal to A1 ampersand B1. So in the C1 answer would be displayed as my computer. So it is just placing the first string, and after the first string I am going to place the second string. So this is the application of the text formula. So what is a text formula? It means I am going to add string or character data type. Then I am going to do only addition. That means I am going to just append. So what I am going to do in this append? I am going to use the operator ampersand. Okay, and then I have given one example. So you have to write the answer like this only. Okay, now coming to what is the cell reference. Cell reference means the cell addresses. The cell addresses in the formula is known as the cell reference. Okay, now coming to the 7th question. What are the types of cell references? The 3 types of cell references are relative reference, absolute reference and the mixed reference. Relative reference, absolute reference and the mixed reference. First one, what is relative reference? When the formula is copied or moved, the reference also gets moved or changed. Okay, so when you are moving the formula or copying the formula, the reference will get automatically changed according to the new reference. Okay, say the example in B11 I am going to use a formula equal to sum of B4 till B9. Now the formula is copied and pasted in C11. From B11 I have shifted to C11. Now the formula will become the sum of C4 to C9. So when I shifted from B11 to C11, the formula automatically gets changed from B4 to C4 and from B9 to C9. I hope that you can understand the difference here. That is, when the formula is getting copied, the cell references also get changed or gets updated automatically. Okay, so that is the relative reference. Now what is this absolute reference? What is this absolute reference? When the formula is copied, the reference will not get changed. Okay, we will be having situations like this, is it not? Whenever we are moving from one cell to another cell, I don't want to change the formula. So in that case, I can use this absolute reference. That is, to make the formula absolute, you should add the dollar sign. The dollar sign before the column and the row number. So it should be added in both the places. Say in the B1, and the formula is written as $A $1. $A stands for your column number, 1 stands for the row number. So I am going to add this dollar sign before the row number and the column number. Similarly, till I am using that dollar again and for $2. When I am going to copy this formula and paste it in some other cell, it will be remaining the same. The formula will not get changed or the reference will not get changed because we are using this absolute reference method by this dollar sign. Okay, so when the formula is copied, when the reference is not changing, then it is called as absolute reference. Okay, now coming to the 10th question, we are going to talk about what is the mixed reference. Mixed reference means, with the name itself you can say it is going to handle both the absolute reference and the relative reference together. Okay, so that is why it is called as mixed reference. So here in this case, we are going to fix either a row or a column. We are going to fix either a row or a column. In this case, I am going to fix the row first, or I can fix the column. In the example I have given, it is $A1 plus $2. In this case, I am fixing my $A. That case, $A means what? It is my column. Okay. And then in the $2, that means it is the row. So I can fix either one. Here I am fixing, in the first case I am fixing the column, in the second case I am fixing the row. So this is the mixed reference. Okay. Whenever the dollar sign appears, that particular cell reference will not change, and the other cell reference will be changing accordingly. Okay. So that is why it is called mixed reference. Coming to the 11th question, how to copy the cell reference to another worksheet. Okay, in this case we have two ways. One is the copy paste option or using the sheet reference. Okay, that is, you can either cut copy paste or you can use the sheet reference method. Now what are functions? Functions are pre-designed formulas, that is, already there are formulas for certain functions like addition function, average function, square root function, all this. That means already the formulas are all written. You need not write the formula again. You can directly use this function directly. So in this case, if you are using the function, you have to give the arguments. So what are these arguments? Arguments means the input. Okay. So if I want the input, or I want to calculate the sum of 4 and 5, that means 4 and 5 will become my input or the arguments. Whereas the function should return a value, that means it should give the output. So what will be the output in this case? The sum of 4 and 5, the output would be 9. So always a function will have arguments and it will always return a value or the output. So what are the functions? Functions are the pre-designed formulas in Excel. Okay, and they are used for performing simple and complex calculations. And then you have arguments and the return values in a function. Coming to the 13th question, what are the rules to enter a function? The first is, all the functions should have a equal to sign. Then it should have a valid name. You cannot use your own name. You cannot use whatever name you want to give. No, it should always have the valid name which is already given in the Excel or which is already used in the Excel. Okay, that valid name should be taken care of. Then the function name should be followed by an opening and closing parenthesis. That is, there should be a bracket which is open and closed. Within the parenthesis, you have to send the arguments or the inputs. So in our case, say I want to find the sum of 4 and 5. In that case, I will say sum, open the bracket, put 4, 5 and then close the bracket. That will become the function. And here, sum is the keyword for Excel. In Excel, sum is the keyword for addition. I cannot say add, I cannot say total and all. So keyword used for addition is sum. Similarly, for average, it is not AVG or mean, nothing like that. It is average, full word, AVG or AGE. Okay. So these keywords are the name of the functions which are used in the Excel. So an Excel function should always begin with an equal to sign. It should have a valid function name, and then it should have an opening parenthesis and a closing parenthesis, and inside that you should have the arguments which is to be passed, and then the answer would be given in that particular cell, or the value will be returned in that particular cell. Now coming to the list of few Excel functions, sum and the range. It gives the sum of the range, and average in the range will give the average of the range. Odd number returns a number to the nearest odd integer. That will, it will round off and give the nearest odd integer, and only integer means it round off to the nearest integer. That is it. Round means we have already learnt in your 6th standard rounding off to the nearest 10 and the nearest 100. So that is how this function will work. Power means it will be multiplying that particular number, that will be the base, it will be multiplying in the square root of the number, it is going to return the square root of the number. That is, if you give number 4, the square root of 4 is 2, so the answer will be 2. In the maximum of the range function, it will return the largest value of the range. Okay, that is, it will find out the biggest number in the given range. And in the today function, it will display the current date. Okay, so these are the list of the few Excel functions which you should be knowing. Okay, and write down all this 14 question answers in your classwork notebook. Okay, and then send it across as a picture to my WhatsApp number. Okay, children, thank you.